Bonjour, Rosemary, 52 Clichy, hope everyone's well. This is a Monday morning, and Mondays, breads and pastries are not the same as any other day of the week because my bakery, Maison Lendemain, is closed on Mondays, so I have to go elsewhere. So it means I have a longer walk, at least more than 20 metres from the doorway. So I walk up the hill a bit further and on the left and go to a bakery that is on still on Rue de Clichy, and I always get exactly the same things from this bakery. So let's have a look at what they are at the moment. Put you down. Does that work? Let's see. Breads and pastries. Now that's looking a bit dark. Better. Let's see. The first thing is that the baker on further up the hill. Normally I just get a plain baguette from him because I don't buy plain baguette from. Oops. Let's see if it works. Let's see. I don't buy a plain baguette from Maison Lendemain because it's not their best. So I work through all of the specialty baguettes at Maison Lendemain. But here I've decided to try the baguette au céréales because they explain that they leave all of the grains overnight and let them open a little bit before they use them in the mornings. So it's okay. It's not okay. It's a very nice baguette. I'm not sure. I've done a competition against their baguette au céréales with Maison Lendemain's baguette au céréales to have a competition. And I can't do that this week because gorgeous guests who have been having breakfast all week are leaving this morning, and more are arriving. Well, actually they'll cross over about 10:30, I think. Some are leaving, going back to Canada this morning. Kerry and Annie, who will be coming for breakfast, and they're leaving to go back to Canada this morning. And Alison and her daughter Emily will be already on the Eurostar. So, can you see that? I can never tell what's happening on the light here because it's very difficult to see what's happening on the screen. So, the nose part, the end of the baguette, is the bit that I don't like. So I will just put that prominently in Grandma's silver dish. We've got pastries and we have little bread. I only buy 4 things from this bakery rather than 5 from Maison Lendemain. So this little bread is Gruyere and lardon, so ham and cheese. But it's and it's got a lot of cheese on the top, and then see, lots of lardon in the middle. Ooh, there's things happening on my screen. Oh dear. Florent, Dominica, Miguel, and hello. And now we have 2 sweet choices. This is the pain au raisin, so it's a swirl. It's got sort of like custard in the middle and lots of sultanas. Now I've done this week. It's possible that Annie and Kerry have actually eaten a pain au raisin before this week from me, but from the other bakery it's completely different. This is actually a very doughy, heavy, almost like undercooked. It's not a pastry, almost it's like a bread rather than a pastry. and this so the baker sort of undercooks everything and makes them more like a bread, whereas Maison Lendemain makes them almost all a bit like croissant, light and like a pastry. So it's a personal thing then. Got a little there, yes. It's a personal choice then, whether you like things undercooked and juicier and heavier, or something lighter and crisper. Because here is the croissant aux amandes. This, well, for starters, it's enormous. Croissant aux amandes in Maison Lendemain are about that size, because their croissants are not so big. And how you make an almond croissant is, first of all, you make the croissant and then you double bake them. It used to be that it was a way of reusing a croissant, because they would put almond paste through the middle and sprinkle almonds on it. Almost all of them have given up on the almonds on the top, probably because certain people are allergic to almonds, I don't know. But anyway, it's got heavy duty almond paste through the middle, and then when it's baked, it doesn't matter who it comes from, it's very dense, very heavy, but very sweet. And this is also very big. And again, from this bakery, it is, actually, I've never weighed it, but it's heavy. Now, I remember gorgeous guests. Oh, that's not going to work. Amanda and Mark, they thought this was the best thing since sliced bread. And it is delicious, that's why I buy it. But it's one of the only 4 things that I buy in this bakery. Come on. Now, I've got to find a big space on my silver tray. So, breakfast this morning is breakfast, breads and pastries. Come on. Okay. So, a baguette aux céréales, cheese and lardon, so a Gruyere cheese and ham pieces, lardon, Gruyere and lardon, bread, a pain au raisin, so a dense pastry with which is very sweet, with lots and lots and lots of sultanas in it, and then the croissant aux amandes. So that is a double baked croissant, and those are the breads and pastries for this morning. So now I'm going to take them to the table. Come with me. We go into, so let's have a look. My button seems to be a bit slow for turning round. So this is just actually a holding position for the breads and pastries and the rest of the breakfast, because we are definitely going to go, I hope, and sit on the balcony this morning. So this is the balcony this morning. It's sunny, 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 blue sky, and my geraniums. So welcome to 52 Clichy. Oh, it's sunny. Welcome to 52 Clichy balcony. I have to put the parasol up today. Now, I don't know whether you can actually see much, or like me, you're blinded by the sun. Let's try and do it from the side. Yes, blue sky. Completely beautiful blue sky and full sun. Okay. And guess what? what is this seed in here? Tell me, because they've eaten all of the seed except for this one. I'd have to wash my hands again. This little seed. Now, because I get a multigrain, and this little seed, that's flax seed, I think, isn't it? Oh dear, they don't seem to like that one. I bet they managed to eat, yes, exactly the same. They're discerning, my little birds, and they've eaten absolutely everything apart from. My invention does work. They can actually pick and choose what they want to eat. Oh, and my plunge pool needs to be refilled. Yeah, I seem to be the only water source for miles around. I can't imagine where the birds actually go to drink. Maybe somebody else has a bird bath. Oh, it looks dark, but it isn't actually. It isn't at all. It's just when you've got living room. For Rashmi, who has joined, and for Chana, who has joined. Hello, darlings. Welcome back to 52 Clichy. So, now let's go back into the kitchen. So today, lovely shiny handbag. Today we have, oh, sun here as well. Because Alison and her daughter Emily are coming, I've made the room up into twin beds. So it actually looks much bigger when there are twin beds than when there is a double bed in, because it sort of takes up all the space. But it's actually not a small room at all. And their two keys are waiting for them, and their bathroom is waiting for them, and all is ready. Hi. Let's go back into the kitchen, because it is 8 minutes past 9, and they're meant to be here at 9 o'clock. They chose 9 o'clock, so what else can I do apart from wash my hands because I go outside? And I can make tea because everything else is ready. Absolutely everything is ready, except where's my tea? Ah, my tea. My tea is here. Oh, yogurt. I have started making Greek yogurt, and it's the only thing that I haven't done. Everything else is ready. I hadn't realised that I have been wasting my time, or not wasting my time, but that I have been making a lot of effort to make really good ordinary yogurt, and in fact I should just have cut the chase and done a couple of hours more waiting to make really good Greek yogurt. So my recipe is a full bottle, which is 1 litre, of full fat milk, which of course is only 4%. I don't know why they bother calling it full fat, because it's just 4%. If you have full fat milk, you have to have full fat yogurt starter. So a full fat natural organic yogurt. So all you do is, because all of our milk practically is UHT, which is zapped, it's not fresh milk, because by the time they've collected it from all of the French farmers, they're all too spread out, there's too small, too little, too few. They've all got too small farm to collect regularly, so they store up the milk and it's not fresh when it's collected. So they have to zap it and make long life milk from all of the farmers, well not all of them, but from the farmers in France, the little farmers, little producers. In the UK, they collect from everybody every single morning after milking. I know that because the family is all farmers, and it's a bit of a disaster if they can't. So UHT full fat milk and bionic, organic, fresh as you possibly can, natural yogurt, mix them together, press the button, warm them up slowly because I have a yogurt maker, and overnight. And small, I have a fridge, freezer, and I have a washing machine and a dryer and a dishwasher in this house. And none of the machines must be on. Well, the fridge has to be on, but the washing machine, the dryer and the dishwasher can't be on whilst you're making yogurt, because the minor vibrations stop it setting. So I do actually set it on my, what it looks like for you, it might actually look like it's a, oops, let's turn this round. It might look to you as if it is an electric ring and 3 gas rings and an oven underneath it, but it isn't, in fact, because it is a dishwasher underneath. Bizarre. But when you've only got small spaces, you just have to do with. Right, so yogurt is the last thing until Annie and Kerry actually come. And it's all I'm going to do is just scoop it out. But I got waylaid. So overnight, leave your yogurt to set, heating slowly. And then the next morning, take it out and put it straight into the fridge and leave it again for about another 10 hours. So 10 hours and 10 hours. So that's, it's a 24-hour cycle before you get your yogurt. And then if you're me, you look at it and you go, sometimes it's a bit thin and sometimes it's a bit grainy and sometimes it's absolutely perfect. Well, most of the time it's absolutely wonderful, but sometimes it doesn't look so wonderful. Tastes great, but doesn't look so wonderful. So all you have to do is put it through a strainer for a minimum of 2 hours and not really much more time. And you're straining off the whey. And now I've got a problem because I've got to find things to do with the whey. So I've only done Greek yogurt. I've only done the Greek yogurt 3 times, but I've got this much whey out of my yogurt. So in fact, my Greek yogurt has still got some. I'll show you that later. So this is basically you get about this much whey every time you do yogurt, which effectively is, when you see the size of the bowls, practically 50% of the yogurt. So I'm going to have to find some really good things to do with this, because otherwise I'm going to, or people are going to have to come with bottles and I will give them some whey every time they visit me. So recipes come now. Let's have a look at my yogurt. So it's got a little bit of whey still in it. You can see how thick it is and how rich it is, how creamy it is. And I love Greek yogurt. And it's really heavy duty. Just heavy. So, love it. In fact, I probably like Greek yogurt better than I like yogurt. It's because the slightly strong, sometimes lemony taste that's in them, sometimes they can be a little bit off-putting in natural yogurt, and obviously that's the reason why. It's the whey, the taste of the whey. And so I know that both Kerry and Annie, even though they are not meant to eat dairy, they just take tablets. So we'll give them a little spoonful each, because they prefer to take the tablets rather than do without milk, cheese and everything else that goes with. And one for me, a big one. Up. Because I love it. Now normally I would, well, there will be, or there is honey on the table, and normally I would have sprinkles of grenade. What are grenade in? Pomegranates. Yeah, pomegranate seeds in on the table, but I ran out of pomegranate seeds yesterday, so breakfast fruit looks a bit poor. And that, now we're just waiting. 9:16, I don't know where the girls are. It seems to be there last morning. I'm actually going to put this on the table because they can't be long before they come. I could put them on a tray instead of with my tea, and then come back and put that in the fridge in a second. And excuse me, and go back into so breakfast. Now we're waiting. This is what happens. So let's just get the tablecloth and the cushions and get on the balcony for my tea. Cushions. Tablecloth. I probably could. They're actually there. I mean, they're not. I don't know that they're actually there, but that's where they live. Ooh. Those are my drinks. Bedroom. Nice finger. Bedroom, bathroom, little bit of living room, and it goes all the way under this building, and kitchen faces that way. It doesn't ever look very large on the when you look at it like this, but in fact the bedroom is really large. It doesn't end there, it must end about there. Yes, it does. Which is why in summer it's beautifully cool, because the sun has only just decided to hit the roof and it will go overhead, as it's there at the moment, and go overhead, and by 1 o'clock it will actually have gone to about here. And so it will stop. It won't be, for about an hour, it won't actually be on the roof of the apartment. So in fact it only gets the morning sun on the apartment roof, which means it's the heating up inside. And that means that for the rest of the day it's cool in the apartment. So that's an advantage, a big advantage of being in the apartment, which is for 4 people. And because I don't have that, the sun actually goes straight overhead, goes right over my roof, and in the evening it comes flying through the back into the courtyard, both into this room and into the bedroom, which is through there. And because of that, the only reason that this apartment is cool is that there is a through draft, and because I have lots and lots of space. If I lived in one of those 2 buildings and it started to heat up, then there's no way for the air to go anywhere, so they'll just get hotter and hotter and hotter. Although at the moment that building isn't getting any sun whatsoever. It probably doesn't get any sun. This one's slightly better placed and it does get some sun. When they do get the sun, they don't get the respite, because that tree is our gardens. So the sun is flying straight in, and on that one, the sun with the north facing would never ever ever get sun into their rooms. And then it's important to have what's called reflected light. So it bounces off this building and goes onto that building, and so that it lightens up what would be a dark space. Now I'm just going to have to sit and eat my I'm just going to have to drink my tea because they're not coming. They don't have to. It's their last day. I'm not in any hurry, except that, what am I doing today? Oh, what am I doing today? well, breakfast, and then I'll just stand a little bit in the shade because it's a bit difficult to actually put up the parasol and hold this in one hand. So today I have breakfast, then lovely guests Alison and daughter Emily will be coming about 11, and then so that's more tea on the balcony, and because I've never met them before and because I need to show them around and give them lots of maps and help them. Oh, God. Then I have a gorgeous lady, oops, take my tea with me, that was the bell, gorgeous lady coming for lunch who I met because of doing my colour consultations, you know, explaining to people how to wear colour. She says wearing colour. So we're going to have lunch, and then this afternoon I have a film director coming because, well, they made me wait 15 minutes so they can wait 1 minute. What they want is, they want this view, that view. They want an apartment where they can film somebody sitting on a sofa with a wall behind it that is not white. Yay! So I have a wall that is not white. So they're going to come and see if that is going to be a good match for what they need for the for their film. Good morning, you two. You are late.
Good morning. We weren't sure. I thought you were coming downstairs.
No. Why would I come downstairs? We were waiting for you. Silly balls.
Are you live
Welcome,
streaming?
welcome. Yes.
Oh boy.
Say hello.
Oh boy.
Just say
Hello.
Right, I'll turn it off now.